Okay, I assume all of you are here because you want to find out how you can have a more productive and powerful and also happy 2022. Okay, right? Those of you who like that, please raise your hand. Right? Please raise your hand if you love a more powerful, directed, okay, and also happy 2022. Raise your hand. Right? Raise your hand. Everyone can raise your hands. Okay, Putri, thank you. Rosalie, thank you. Raise your hand if you like that. Okay, good, good. Come, raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. As many people as possible, raise your hand. Okay, we are 27 participants at the moment. I'm only seeing 5 people participating. If you're not participating in this, okay, it got to be very difficult for you to get any benefit from here, right? My name is Jeremy. In case you do not know me, you can call me JL for short. Okay, right? You can I'm from ATCEN, ATCEN, as you can see. I will do a quick introduction of myself. I will also let you know exactly how we're going to run this particular format. Now, please, everyone, okay, good, more people are raising hand, and it's half the team already. Now, please remember this. For this particular workshop, I need you to get at least 3 pieces of paper, blank pieces of paper, and a pencil and a pen. Okay? Don't expect to be listening to me talk the whole entire time. I want you to do some homework because achieving your goals in 2022 is all about taking action, taking action. And if you have not set your goals for 2022 as yet, now is the time to look into taking some action for yourself, for your family, for your career, and for your children's family, okay, future, okay? So this is something that you need to do, extremely important that you need to do. So please remember, get that piece of paper, at least 3 pieces of paper for you to write something on, and a pen and pencil. Can you do that, right? If you can do that, say yes, right? Even if I'm not there to hear you, just say yes, okay? Everyone just say yes. Right? Go get that. It's going to take you 5 seconds. Okay? 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, doesn't matter. Go take your piece of paper. You need to get this done. Okay? As you get that done, I'm just going to quickly do a quick introduction of myself. As I said, I don't like to waste time too much. Right? So since we said we start at 3, we will start at 3. Okay? And we started 1 minute before that. In Japan, the 1 minute before that, we all kena saman. In Malaysia, sometime 1 hour later, we are still okay. Okay, so let me just do a quick introduction of myself and the organization I'm from. I promise you not to take more than 8 minutes on this. First and foremost, I'm a chartered accountant by training. What I do in ATCEN, I actually co-founded ATCEN in 2003 together with my partners. I'm a leadership enabler. I'm also an executive coach. I'm also a chartered accountant by training. Right? I like to say by training is because I don't practice much in terms of accountancy, but of course I do use a lot of what I've learned in accountancy for many, many of my career. Okay. I'm also I've also got a master's in engineering business management. I'm a DISC profiler. I'm a certified trainer with PSMB. I'm also a professional trainer with WKU. WKU stands for Western Kentucky University. I'm also an NLP practitioner, and of course, I'm a life coach. Okay, over the past few years, I've been doing a lot of coaching with people. As a matter of fact, last year itself, I coached close to 40 individuals, 3 sessions each for a company, just to go through all the issues that they were happening or what's happening in the organization. So I had to do a lot of coaching with them. Okay, in terms of my background, what I do most of the time today is I do a lot of leadership training, right? I also do a lot of customer experience training, and in between there'll be some consulting work that I'll work along with. Okay, so that's about me. If you want to find out more about me or follow me, my my LinkedIn profile is there. You can snap. Okay, we can do various times during the whole entire session. Please, okay, join our Facebook. Okay, join our what we call it, LinkedIn, and also mine personal too are there. Okay, the LinkedIn and Facebook are mine personally. Yeah. Okay, the Aston one that you see is the Aston Facebook. So please join us. Now, by the way, in case you do not know, we will be doing more or less a monthly session. Okay, every month we have at least one talk, one webinar moving forward the whole entire 2022. Okay, right? This is something that we are just sharing for the community in terms of the Aston team. It's either myself or Ken will be doing it. Ken is my partner, or we will be getting individuals to come in and do this for every single individual here. Okay, so that's what we will be doing. Now, for 2022, it's either a webinar whereby we invite people in or we will be doing a talk. Okay, now Just to let you know what ATCEN is all about and who is ATCEN. ATCEN is an organization. We are a training company. We consider ourselves the people development expert. That's our website there. So just log in www.atcen.com, and you also see that there will be a lot of links to our videos and also articles that we have written. Okay. Now, other things, what does ATCEN stand for? ATCEN. Sometimes people ask me. So I said, training, capacity building, event network company. So that's exactly what ATCEN stands for. No worries down there. So it's pronounced ATCEN, not Acton, right? ATCEN. Okay, pronounced ATCEN. So we are, of course, HRDF registered. We have been HRDF registered since 2004. Long time ago. Western Kentucky University, WKU, is a state university that we do a lot of certification with. We also are members of CCAM, Contact Center Association of Malaysia. What we do down there is I've served as a council member and can usually do a lot of judging work. Okay, we will be tying up, or we already signed an MOU with CIRIM. We will be doing something with CIRIM, and it's up and coming. Right, we are distributors for Really English in Malaysia and parts of Southeast Asia. And last but not least, okay, for those of you who are here today, just for your information, and this is fresh out from the oven, meaning, we just tied up everything over the last few days. We are representing John Maxwell in some of the leadership training that they will be doing. We are marketing their training, and what's happening is John Maxwell certified trainers will be running this particular program. So I'll be sharing with you a little bit more. Okay, as I say, give me a few minutes on this. Huh? Now, um, other things. Okay, all right. So in terms of leadership program, at the very top down there that you see leadership goal. Okay, this leadership goal here. Right? This is a John Maxwell program. I'll show you a little bit more. Okay, we do a lot of other programs as well from a business series as well. Okay, let me just go back. Sorry. Okay, this is the program that I would normally do: a critical skill, right? Coaching and things like that. John Maxwell program here: leadership goal, becoming a person of influence, and also everybody communicate, very few connect, so that's it program. I do a lot of business series programs as well. I know I've been doing a lot of business acumen over the whole entire MCO, because why? Everyone needs to understand their business better. Okay, even if you're an employee, get to see the whole entire organization, how it works. Speak Up series is a lot to do with communication. That's what we do. We also have John Maxwell program, 3 John Maxwell program to start with. Leadership goal, becoming a person of influence, everyone connects. Let us know if you're interested, right? In the chat, right? We've got people monitoring, especially Chloe. What's happening down there is if you are interested, let us know, in-house or public workshop. The public workshop schedules will be coming out next week. Okay. Now, everyone, we also do some, also not some, we also do a lot of, hold on, it's on, we also do a lot of what we call customer experience training as well, okay? So these are all our certified programs, all certified by WKU, and everything is claimable under HRDF, okay? So that's what's happening here. Now, all right, everyone, if you can, I want you to repeat this after me, okay? I'm just going to say this with me. So open your mouth and please repeat this after me, right? Tell everyone here, okay? Please unmute yourself, okay? Unmute yourself. Everyone, I want to see you unmute. Read this after me, read this after me, okay? Right, unmute. Don't worry, you can hear me, I can hear you, no issue here. We can all hear each other together at the same time. Right, so repeat this after me, and read, or no need lah, just read whatever's in there, okay? Ready, 1, 2, go. Hi
Hi
everyone, I'm not
everyone,
hearing
I'm
anybody.
Here
Okay,
to
hi
learn
everyone.
and
everyone.
develop
I'm
skill.
here
I'm
to
here to
learn and
learn
have a
and develop
productive, powered,
powered,
happy, and
empowered, happy, and healthy
2022.
2022.
Will
Will
contribute
contribute by
by
asking
asking
questions,
questions,
sharing
sharing
my
my opinions,
opinions,
and
and
switching my
switching
camera
my
on.
camera
Okay,
on.
right. So everyone, please make sure. My main thing here is ask the question. If you don't ask to me vocally, that means you don't want to use your voice. You can type. I've got my chat in front of me. I can still see whatever you're doing. And please, if you have an opinion, just share, okay? Right? All of us have been on lockdown for so long, right? That sometimes we forgot to even, hey, to communicate. So everyone, please communicate. And as John Maxwell said, a lot of people can communicate, but very few connect, okay? We really need to engage more in 2022, especially after 2 years of very poor engagement. Hi, Angel Rosalie, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Fine, thank you.
Fine, right? Okay, right. So what we're gonna be doing here today is this, okay? Everyone, I'm gonna prepare you for your 2022? How many of you here have already set goals for 2022? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand. Aye, if you have done it. Okay, good. Rosalie has done it. Okay. Who else has done it? Okay, got a few people. All right. Tola, thank you very much. Right. By your name, I'm not sure where you're from. Is that Sophia has done it? The rest of you have not done it. The rest of you have not done it. Come on. Okay, SK, thank you. Okay, good. Come on. Okay. Mm. I know one. A lot of people still haven't done one. Because statistically, a lot of people don't set goals. Okay, statistically, they don't set goals. All right. So this is what I'm here for today. Now, please, as I said, I'm just gonna go through the process. I'm not here to go through 90 minutes of set goal, set goal, set goal, set goal. I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna do the action. Right. Work with you to set the goals that you need to set. Right. For those of you who do not know what's happening, well, thank you for trusting me. Okay, thank you for trusting me, right? And being here today. Okay, my job here today in the next 90 minutes is for you to set a few goals for yourself, even if it's just one for 2022, and work at it. Because why? It is the series of actions that is important. It's the series of action that's important. Okay? The process that you take is important. The process that you take is important. That's the reason why a lot of companies set goals during the year. Okay? During every single financial year, starting, they always set goals. And they relook at the goal, they relook at the goal, they relook at the goal, and they relook at the goal over and over again. Now, let's do this, okay? As I mentioned, if you have not got your 3 pieces of paper yet, please do that now, okay? You should have it by now, okay? That's the first action you need to take, and also your pen or pencil, or both, or lots of pens and pencils, up to you, okay? So, now, everyone, I want you to participate in this with me. Please participate in this with me. Everyone, there's about 50 individuals in the group, right? Increasing by 51, okay? So what I want you to do is this. Please, 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 okay? Type it down or say it out, okay? Say it out. You can say, okay, I want to say. Raise your hand if you want to say something, right? Or just unmute yourself and scream your head off. It's okay, right? I'm fine. Now, let's go. I want you to answer this question for me. What is your history with setting goals? Okay? Right? Now, type it down. Type it down in the chat group, everyone, as many of you as possible. You already promised me that you will share your opinions, okay? You will ask your question, right? I'm already closing one eye toward the switching on the camera, okay? I close my eyes for that one. But please, share your opinion and ask the question. Don't be shy. Let it be a two-way communication here. So, what's your history with setting goals? Do you set, do you not set, or you set but it doesn't work, or you set and it works for you, okay? Let's go. Put it down. Give you 30, no, give you about 30 seconds to do this. 30 seconds to write something down. Okay? Type it in the chat. What's your history with setting goals? What's your history with setting goals? Right? What's your history with setting goals? Right? Not able to get it done. Okay? Thank you for being very honest, Injit Rosalie. Right? When you say get it done, get it all done, or get some of it done, or none of it done. Right? Some people very good one, no? Anything to do with company, wow, they get it done, no? Anything to do with themselves, they don't get it done. Right? Come on, come on. Right? Some only, right? Okay, I got a few people here say some only, right? Partially. Jingyi said partially, some only, okay? Right? Some of it done. Tola, right? Some of it done. Okay, I said it doesn't work, then I stopped doing it. Halfway through the process, my bar got lower and lower, and by the end of it, tak jadi. Tak jadi. For those of you, tak jadi means it wasn't accomplished. I'm not sure how many of you are here Malaysian, but based on names, I'm not. I'm assuming some of you are not. Okay, so no motivation to set goals. Cindy, how can no motivation to get goals? Okay, all right. Lau Wing Sing, thank you very much for it. One person says 100% I can get it done. Good, that's good news. Okay, anyone else? Come on, don't be shy. Share, right? Share. What is it? How's your history with goal setting? How's your history with goal setting? Okay. Hmm. Right? My history with goal setting used to be set it, forget it by the end of 1 month. Come back to it 6 months later and say, where's the stupid piece of paper that I wrote? And then before I know it, forget again. Okay? But nowadays, I usually write something down. I always write something down and I keep it in my mind. I keep it in my mind. And what I do is I actually stick it either put it in my handphone, right? Or stick it on in my table these days. There's always a piece of paper in front of me. Okay, so please do that. There's a piece of paper in front of me asking me, telling me, am I getting this done? Am I getting this done? Am I getting this done? Everyone, your goals need to be visual in front of you. Your goals need to be visual in front of you so that you will accomplish it. I have a friend I know who says he puts his big on a big piece of paper at the back of the door. So every night when he closes the door, that's the last thing he sees. Every morning when he gets out of the room, that's the first thing he sees also. Okay, so again, it's something to work on. It's something to work on. It is something to focus on. A lot of people don't get their goals done it because they lose focus. Okay, but that other thing, and I will explain it or I'll go through with you bit by bit. Now, please, all right. Some of them says, all my Ralph. Right, hi Ralph. Right, Ralph says 2021 goals have been met. Great, fantastic. Better than mine. I did not meet one or two. Right, but it's there. It's getting there. Okay, and that is important, everyone. Right. It is. If you can reach every single goal that you set, great. But at a certain time, because of certain circumstances that is a little bit beyond your control, you can't meet them. Okay, so hey, it's okay. Ask yourself, are you on the way there? Are you on the way there? Are you happy with whatever progress that you have made till that point of time? Again, goals are set to give us a direction. Again, if you need to write it down, write it down. Goals are set so we have a direction. Sometimes when we set off on that direction, we reach it and we go, yes, I reached my goal. That means I reached my destination. Okay, right? Now, sometimes what happens is we go on that journey, we are on the right direction. We are going to where we want to go. Unfortunately, something stops us along the way. Something stops us, so we have to just bear with it. But I'll ask yourself the big question, are you going in the right direction? If you are, great. Okay, it is much better than where you were before when you first started. Okay, so that's the reason for setting goals. It's better than, right, not setting a direction and keep on asking yourself, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I supposed to do? And some people say, I'm so bored, I'm so bored, I'm so bored, because there is no direction. As human beings, we need direction, or else we do not know where we want to go, and we get very, very bored. Agree or not? Agree or not?
Yeah.
Yep. Those people who really suffered in 2020, 2021, majority of the time when I spoke to in my coaching session were those with no direction. Those with clear direction, even during the lockdown, they were very clear what they wanted to do. Were they confused a little bit? Yes, of course. But ultimately, because they were quite clear what they wanted to do, they found ways of doing it because they wanted to get to that destination, and that destination gives them a sense of direction, right? If you don't have a destination to go to, you don't have a direction to aim yourself at, you are going to get lost and you are going to get miserable. So, let's find out more about setting goals today. For those of you who verbally do it, right? There's some of you, right? That's the problem, right? We tend to forget what we say, and with time, and time works wonders. It takes away a lot of our pain, but sometimes it also takes a lot of the things, the memories that we wanted to remember. And guess what? When you verbally say it out, it doesn't work, which is why I'm asking you for that 3 piece of paper. Okay, that 3 piece of paper. So let's do a few things first. Okay, let's do a few things first. First thing, very important, very critical here. Our results are a reflection of our belief. Please remember that. Okay, our results are a reflection of our belief. Okay, right? Now, whatever you believe in, ultimately will, okay, it will be how would I put it? It will be acted upon. Okay, it will end of the day be acted upon, right? So how does it work? Very simple. Our belief system tells us what choices we have. Our belief system tells us what choices we have. How you got that belief, you could be born with it, you could be upbringing, it could be your experience, it could be your religious background. You have a certain type of belief. Everyone's belief is slightly different. Okay? Now, one. Then, because of all these beliefs, certain people are empowered by choices. Okay? Or they are disempowered because of the limiting belief that they may have regarding the choices that they have. And it is bound on their belief system. And because of the choices they have and the choices that they have and have not, they are going to take certain actions. And these actions will ultimately lead to a certain result, which is the outcome. Okay? So, why I'm saying this to you very early on? Because the goal setting process is very critical, and I will be asking you a few questions later, which I want you to really, really look into. It's because these are the reasons why goal setting may not work for you. These are the reasons why goal setting may not be working for you. Now, setting the goal is not the difficult part. Agree or not? Do you agree setting goals are very, very easy?
Yes.
Right? Ah, it is the other 364 days that difficult. It is the other 364 days. Some of you, it's the 364 days and the 23 hours after that because it takes you 1 hour to set the goal. Or some of you, go, 5 minutes, done. So it's the other 364 days, 24 hours, and 55 minutes. That's the problem, right? The problem is dealing with it. It's not the goal setting. It is staying on that direction. And sometimes even asking ourselves, is this the direction I want to go? Because why? Life has changed. Life has changed. You get me? Life has changed. Now, there were so many times last year. And this was a group of people who were no, they didn't get any salary, pay cut, nothing, from because the organization was still functioning, the organization was still doing okay, not fantastic, but still doing okay, and they still had to make various choices. Some of them were like telling me, Jeremy, I actually still want to go on a holiday. One of my goals is to go on a holiday in 2021. I've not been able to go out of Malaysia, and they were saying, since opening up, should I just spend some money, additional money, to fly out and do what I need to do? I was telling them, friend, you want to spend additional money to fly out for a holiday. I know that's the goal, but you must also remember your other goal is to save money to get the house or to pay off a loan or whatever. Hey, make a choice lah. Just because it's set as a goal doesn't mean you need to achieve everything, right? This is the part. You are making a very conscious decision to go for one and to forego one. It's because, hey, it's going to cost you a lot more to fly overseas. And the risk is tremendous, right? So I said, do you really want to fly overseas just to go on a holiday, which you may or may not enjoy, depending on the situation on the other side? Worst thing, you fly overseas, you don't get to come back. What if that happens? Okay? So, a lot of choices to be made. That's why I said, belief, choices, actions, and result. Always look into that. Now, if you've got any questions, it's time to ask, okay? Because I'm just going to move forward, all right? Because we are going to spend about 90 minutes here, and I'm already taking 25 minutes, okay? Now, here. Remember this also, everyone. Success is action-orientated. Okay? Everyone setting a goal doesn't mean action has taken yet. Setting a goal means, hey, we've now got a destination, we've now got a direction. For the other 365 days and whatever hour, 64 days and whatever hour, you need to take the action. You need to take the action. And every single action that you take has an outcome. That means has a result. It may lead you somewhere, may not lead you somewhere. Okay, the result. Now, goals work. Okay, goal setting works very well, and you say, yes, I've achieved something when all the desired action, okay, or sorry, the desired outcome, okay, moves you forward, moves you forward. Okay, so it's the desired outcome. Every action has an outcome. Remember that. What we want are the desired outcome. The accumulation of all the positive desired outcome gives you, yes, the achievement of the goal. Understand that? Okay, so we are looking at the desired outcome. Don't just look at the activity. If the activity doesn't work, you are not getting the desired outcome. Okay? Right? So therefore, you need to look at the activity or the action that you are doing to readjust it so that you can achieve the goal. Do you understand that? Right? Understand? Say yes if you do. Yes or thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay, good. Right, Rajesh, thank you very much. Okay, good. Putri,
Welcome.
right? Lindy, thank you. Okay, so please, every action has an outcome. The cumulative of all the desired outcome, desired, the word is desired, is the one that's going to get you towards your goal. Okay? Not all activity is important. Some are more important than others because it will get you the desired outcome. If your activity doesn't get you your desired outcome, what should you do, everybody? What should you do? What should you do? If the activity doesn't give you the desired outcome, what should you do? Change the goal? Re-look into the activity. Re-look into the activity. Re-look into the activity or the action. You get me? Now, everyone here, I believe all of you here are pros at setting goals. Right? And today's session is not about setting goals per se. Right? That's why I say, it's all about getting something, achieving something, and being in control, being empowered. It's all about that. Right? Now, um, what we want to do here today is to look into what happened during the 364 days. But before I get that, I just want to spend 10 minutes for those people who are unclear whether their goals are good or no good. Because this is what I do in a lot of my life coaching. Okay? Right? It's good or no good. Is it good or not? Not sure. Right? Now, Syed, he says wait for result with patience. Yes, sometimes we need to wait, everybody. Sometimes there's nothing much we can do except wait. Okay, don't pull your hair out. Already understand if you have done what you need to do. But the activity takes time for it to do what it needs to do. Don't need to pull your hair out. Don't go and do unnecessary activity. Patience is a virtue. But you must also learn and know when impatience is also a virtue. Okay? Right? So know yourself. Know yourself. Are you a patient person or an impatient person? If you're an impatient person, hey, it doesn't move fast enough for you. If you're a patient person, hey, it always seems a bit too fast, or you are a bit too cool and comfortable at times, which it has its good points, but it also has its bad point. Remember that. Okay? Now, so for those of you who are not sure whether your goals are good or bad, okay, I'm just going to spend a few seconds, about 10 minutes doing this, okay? Please always make sure your goals are SMART, okay? SMART. Always make sure the goals are specific as you can, right? Now, it must be measurable. It can be measured. So if it cannot be measured, no point. Example, people will come to me and say, Jeremy, I want to lose weight. I say, very easy. They say, how? I say, very simple one. I can help you lose weight in 10 minutes. They say, how? I say, stop drinking, just jump down there for a few seconds and you should lose about 1 gram. But not what you want, right? Because you didn't give me a measurement. You just say lose weight. So, right? Every time you stand out there in the hot sun, your sweat come down also, you lose a few grams, right? You lost weight. So please make sure it's measurable. If I can help you remember that, hey, remember that, make sure it's measurable. Goals must be actionable. That means we can actually take action on it. Why set a goal that we find that we cannot even take action on it? Okay? right? It must be actionable. If we cannot take action on it, can someone else help us to take action on it? Okay? If we can't do any of this because it's really beyond our control, then my thing is, are you sure you want to set the goals? Okay? Now, it must be relevant or realistic. Relevant, I always say, relevant to you. If the goal has no link to you, you don't find it, uh, why? Because someone says so. Lor. What do you feel about the goal? Nothing actually. I'm just doing it because someone says so. I'm just doing it to please other people. Relevant? Not very. It must be relevant to you. It must be something that you're willing to put a stake on it. The other thing, it must be deemed realistic within that time frame that you're talking about. It can be done. It can be done. Okay? Right? Certain things are very actionable, but it cannot be done within that short time frame. Or you need a lot of things to happen within that short time frame. Now, as I said, realistic is subjective. It really depends on a person. But end of the day, you must know. Understand this, everybody. Understand this, okay? Right? Please say, I want to understand this. Everyone say, I want to understand this. I've not told you what
To
you need to
understand this.
understand. Okay? Now, what do you need to understand? This. Your body always protects you. Your body always protects you. The body, the mind always protects you. So whenever you set a goal that your conscious brain says can do, but somewhere the back of it is a bit scared, it's a bit afraid, it's a bit very tough lah. How can so many things need to happen? You know that little voice or what we call the right unconscious. Okay, remember our unconscious is a lot more powerful than the conscious. Our unconscious is what makes this body run on auto. When we sleep, we access a lot of the unconscious. When we are driving, we access a lot of our unconscious. Many a time, people are in unconscious mode. Okay, men. Most of the time you're watching TV, you're on unconscious mode. Most of the time, even when you're reading your reports, you're on unconscious mode because your eyes are just scanning and picking up details that you want to pick up. We are in our unconscious many, many times a day. But what I'm saying is that when your unconscious feels that something is not safe, the unconscious will want to protect you. And when the conscious want to protect you, it goes, oh, this goal very difficult. Too many things need to happen. Uh, let's slow sikit. That's what happens. Okay? So please make sure, if you know you're pushing the boundaries a little bit, right, you need to consciously feed the unconscious as well. So that the unconscious doesn't get too scared and afraid. Because when the unconscious gets too scared and afraid, because it wants to protect you, the individual, it is because of this that you have learned survival mode over many, many years. It is always hesitant. And your conscious may go, but somehow or rather the rest of your body goes, I feel a bit weak, a bit tired today. You get me? So that's what happened. Okay? So, just to let you have an insight between how the conscious and the unconscious work. That's why I said realistic is very critical. And make sure whatever you do is time bound. It is time centric. Okay? It's trackable and it's time centric. Everyone okay with smart here? Smart? If you're okay, thumbs up, just say yes. Okay? Mm. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. Okay, thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Shiva. Thank you, Winshan. Thank you, Audrey. Right, Casey. Right, James. Right, Saad. Okay, okay, good. Now, so please remember that. Okay, you need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and or relevant and time bound. Now, let's go next. Mm. Smart goal exercise. Okay, very quickly. Look through those, okay? All this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should put number down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 7 down there. Okay, now, right? Anyone, tell me, I want to go on a diet. Is it a good goal? And how do you make it a good goal? Right? I want to learn to code. How do you make it a good goal? I want to buy a house. How do you make it a good goal? Right? I want an increment or I want a promotion. How do you make it a good goal? I want to go on a holiday. How do you make it a good goal? I want a better job or I want to be more productive at work. How do you make it a good goal? Okay, so very quickly, okay, right? So some of you just help me with this. I want to go on a diet. How do you make it a good goal? Right? What's wrong with it? Is it good or no good? Right? If you want, talk to me. Okay? At least I have people talking to me. Reduce X kg in Y month. Very good. In 2 months, I want to lose 5 kg. Okay, good. Okay, right. So what are some of the activities you can take? Cut sugar. Okay, exercise and diet. Exercise. Right? Now, even with the activities, I always tell people, be as specific as you can. You can add more activities once you get bored of it or it doesn't work. Right? So sometimes when I do personal coaching with people, I will tell them, especially for people I know who are a bit, um, very quickly lah, they get lethargic lah, right? I'll be specific. Then what's your activity? Yeah, exactly like that. You know that what Lau Weng Sam had just put. I exercise daily for 30 minutes. So I will tell them, okay, every day please, after you exercise, text me that you've exercised 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. If you miss one day, you better make it up the next day, because you yourself say one day, every day 30 minutes, ma. I didn't force you to say one day 30 minutes. Okay, you can say, 4 times a week 30 minutes, but no, you say one day for 30 minutes, so one day 30 minutes, you agree what? Okay, so that's what I do. The 30-day challenge, right? On YouTube, there's a lot of 30-day challenges, right? So you go and get one of those 30-day challenges. Now, I want to learn to code. It's exactly the same thing. Okay, right? Now, but how do you measure it though? Now, it doesn't matter, right? I want to learn something. I want to learn something. I want to learn something. People do that what? How do you do that? Just giving you ideas, okay? Because I do not know what you have in your goals, right? And I'm not going to personally ask you either. So I'm just putting it out there, so as many things as possible. What do you mean? Hmm. I want to learn to go code. Yeah, I do this every single year. I mean, this year, one of my goals for my own personal development is I want to get a certificate in data science. Must be at least 5 days on. Okay, I put it down. Right, I want to get a certificate in data science or data analytics. Right, it must be a 5 day course. So it must be a 5 day course in data science, or cumulative is total 5 days. Right, give and take is about 40 hours. Right, in data science. That's what I want. You get me? So I'm pretty clear. Right, I've already started asking a few friends whom I know are in this particular area, right? And also asking, hey, government giving any grant? Because government seems to be giving a lot of grants for stuff like this, okay? Right? Will I pass? I'm not sure lah. My math, even though I'm a chartered accountant, my math not that good at that kind of level. Plus minus is very good, can times can divide can but when it comes to all those other stuff, a little bit difficult. Okay, so but it's something I want to do. You get me? Now, I want to buy a house. Who wants to buy a house in 2021? Or save money? Hmm. Right? How do you set a goal like this? How do you set a goal like this? How do you set a goal like this? Hmm. Think about it. How do you set a goal like this? Buy a house. By when? What kind of activities you need to look at? Type it down. Type it down. Right? I'll stop here. Type it down. Hmm. Anyone? Go on holiday is easy. I want a better job. Hmm. How do you set a goal like that? Or I want to be more productive at work. What about this one? I want an increment, promotion. So everyone, right? work on the one that you feel is a challenge to you. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes here, right? Work on the one that you feel is a challenge to you. Type it down, okay? Of course, number one is I want to go on a diet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you can just type down the number, and this is how you would change it. Okay, you would change that goal to something smart. As I said, let's spend a few minutes here making sure everyone knows how to set smart goals. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes, start doing it, okay? Whatever you want to write down, because in the next moment, I will be asking you to set your goals. And I want to make sure your goals are smart, okay? I want to make sure your goals are smart. So if you've got something along there, now start writing down on a piece of paper, okay? First piece of paper, write it down. What are your goals? What are your goals? Write it down. Make sure your goals are smart, right? Let's go. 3 minutes starts now. Okay. I'm gonna play some music. Really, I'm just gonna play some music. As I said, you need to do the work. I'm just gonna sit down, relax, and enjoy myself for a little while. Right? And let's go. Play some music. Okay. Just gonna stop sharing for a little bit. Okay. I will share again in a moment. Hmm. You can hear the music, right? Stop behind. Write down what's some of the goals that you have set for yourself in 2021. Make sure it's smart. Take out a piece of paper, start writing it down. You're not sure how to make it smart, or it sounds very generic. Now, please make sure it's not an activity. Right? Right? It's not an activity. What I mean by it's not an activity, okay? I want to exercise more in 2022. It's an activity, it's an action. It's not a goal. Remember that. It's not a goal. Okay? So please make sure it's a goal. A goal must have numbers. Okay? There usually is some kind of a date. If you cannot measure it, there must be some kind of a date. Right? I will go on a holiday to Istanbul by the end of 2020, which is 31st December 2020. You get me? Right? Everyone, if you got something down, just type yes. Doesn't matter whether it's 1, 2, or 3, or you got a few down. Right? Type it, type it, type it, type it. Right? Go in the chat and just say yes. I've done that. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. You probably got about 1 more minute. Everyone okay? Okay, right, I'm just gonna stop the music now. Let's continue. Okay, give it another 30 seconds. The music ends in about 30 seconds. Write down your goals. First piece of paper. Check with me or check with, you can check with me privately if you're not sure whether it's a good goal or not. I won't mention who said it, I'll just mention how to write, how I would put it as a goal. Okay? You can put it in the chat group if you want, or you can just unmute yourself and ask the question. Alright, you all mention, you ask the question, Okay, now. So, let's go. We are going to the second part now. We are going to the second part, okay? All of you set your goals? Good? Okay. Now, once you have set your goal, right, I want you to do something like this, okay? A simple table whereby you have your goals on top. You actually divide it into A, B, and C, whereby one is family, personal or family, right? If you've got family, it's good to put a few family goals in, your work and career, and your self-development. Self-development is meant for you, it's you yourself, okay? Right? You yourself, and then just leave the other three columns free at the moment. Can you do that? Okay. Now, doesn't matter. So some of your goals, you may say, oh, is it self-development or is it family? Doesn't matter. Like end of the day, you put it in either one that you feel most appropriate for you. Okay. I think work-related ones are very clear, right? Some people say self-development. Can I do something related to work? Of course you can. It's up to you. Okay. Right. Now, why? Why is self-development there? Always remember. Always remember. Okay. Key thing here. Always, always remember this. If you're not growing, okay, you're basically not improving. So you need to grow. You need to grow. Okay? And how do you grow? You do some self-development work. Right? Now, you do some self-development work. Some people even ask me, maybe, some of them actually put weight loss in self-development. Because why? They say that they are like a yo-yo. They lose and they gain it. They do fine. I said it's fine. Why? Because it's all about discipline. It's all about a certain discipline, and you want that development to kick in because of the disciplinary part. You get me? So end of the day, right? My thing is always, what's the intention here? What's the intention here? What's the purpose of you putting down this goal? How is it relevant to you? How is it relevant to you? Because when it becomes relevant to you, you care more about it. And this is something that we will look at. You care more about it. When you don't care more, when you care more about it, you are more likely to do it. When you don't care about it, you don't do it. It's as simple as that. Agree, everybody? You agree? If you agree, just put yes, I agree, or agreed, okay? Type in, type in. Everyone is very quiet now. Are you still there? Thumbs up if you're still there. Okay, right? Thank you, James. Mindis, okay, okay. Mendis, okay, that's the first time I've seen this spelling. Wingsam, okay. Putri, Shira, right. Jason, okay. Simon, hi, yes, still here. Okay, good. So, please remember that, okay. Remember this, a very critical part. You need to care about the goal. If you don't care about this, hey, then you're likely not to do it as much. Now, key thing here, okay. Normally, when I work with individuals, I always ask them to set at least three personal goals, three career goals, three self-development. Max, max. Okay, max. Three in each area, max. Everyone, it is not about how many you set. End of the day, I've worked with people with one in each area. The key thing is you have a direction in each of these areas. The main thing is you have a direction in each of these areas. And it's also to see whether there's any contradicting goals. I want to go on a holiday, yet I want to save a lot of money for the house. So unless you're earning a lot of money, they allow you to save and go on a big holiday, my next question is, which is more important to you? You get me? Which is more important to you? Right? I was having a conversation with individual that day who wanted, who wanted to get a laptop for one of his kids, yet at the same time wanted to go on a holiday. So I asked the person, really, let's be frank here, can you do both? One will have to be delayed. Then the person, then I asked the person, okay, one will have to be delayed. So then I asked the person, so what the choice here? The person says is, if I go on a holiday, I will have to delay the purchase of the laptop for my kid, education purposes. If I go for the laptop, I will probably need to have a conversation with my wife because they are not going on holiday. And I asked the person, why make it so difficult? Have a conversation with your wife. Can should but I promise I said have a conversation with your wife. It's regarding your kid. But you sure? The person said. I said, of course lah. Have a conversation with your wife. I'm very sure both of you will come to a desired conclusion. Okay? Because as Asian parents, usually we will always say, forgo the holiday. The holiday we can have it some other time. Let's just get the laptop for the kid. You get me? This is what I mean. Sometimes the goals are a little bit contradicting. It's because it's both personal family. Now, let me tell you another trick. Let me tell you another trick to this, or another tip to this. I won't call it a trick, a tip to this. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, go back to what I did in 2021. I did something similar last year, February, I believe, is in ATCEN's YouTube videos. You will see me talking about something about goal setting 2021. This is now 2022. Go back there. I would actually go through a bit more detail how I covered this. But one of the key things is this. Please go back there. There's a bit more stuff down there. Right? I'm not covering all of those stuff. I'm giving you something brand new. I like to give people something brand new because that has been covered. Go back there. If you're having issues with what I'm saying here, smart goals, everything, go back to what I did in 2021. Right? It's about 90 minutes long. You can skip. You can move forward. But what I said down there was this. If you write down 3 goals for personal family, 3 goals, what's the key one? What's the main one? If you have 3 goals for your work and career, 2 or 3, what's the main one? If you have 2 or 3 things for your self-development, what's the main one? Okay? Pick one. Then what will happen is this. Most of the time, when you have 1, 1, 1, 1, okay, I want you again. Which of the 1 from personal family, 1 from work career, 1 from self-development, which is the one that is like the, okay, mark my word, the mother of all the goals. That means it's the biggest one of all the goals. Okay, select one. You may find it a lot easier to do it this way. Why? Because when you achieve and you are very focused on the mother goal, okay, what will happen is, or you can call it your father goal, okay, your mother of all the goals, okay, right? What will happen is you channel your energy, you channel your effort, you channel your activity. When you hit that one goal, many a time the other goals will fall into place. When you hit that one goal, the other goals will fall into place. You get that? Or would you like me to repeat? If you want me to repeat, just say repeat. If you get that, just say yes. Okay? Right. Type in the chat group or, Ying Yi says she understands. Okay, good. Right. Thumbs up means I think it means understand. Repeat. Okay. Okay, someone from Sunfed says repeat. Okay, fine. Okay, as long as one person says repeat, I'll repeat again. Okay. When you have set your goal, whether it's 10 goals you put down, okay, you listed down 10 goals, put it into the category of personal, family, work and career, and self-development. As I mentioned before, how you put it up to you, right? Not going to dispute that. As long as you know and you're very clear of your intention. Now, whatever goal that you put in your family and goal, choose one. That is deemed as the biggest goal down there, the one that needs to be achieved. Die also you must do. Okay? Career, work and career, choose one. Die also must do. Right? Self-development, die also must do. This one, you get me? So you got 3 key goals down here. Of the 3 key goals, look at it again. Which one is the one that is most critical to achieve? Pick one. Doesn't matter whether it goes under career and development or self-development or personal. You get me? I mean, a long time ago when I was doing this, I remembered, I put down there, if I don't improve my leadership skill, the rest of it is a waste of time. You get me? So my leadership skill was self-development, had to improve. And I spent the whole year improving on that. And as I improved on that, I felt that personal family got better. I also felt that work and career got so much easier because I was learning what I needed to learn. It will vary for different people. Some of you may go work and career. Some of you may go, I need to handle this thing in the family. I need to do this in the family. Then the rest of it will be easier. Because that one major goal, once done, or as you move towards that destination, You move in that direction towards the destination. The other goals will normally fall into place. That means it somehow or rather gets done. You get me? Somehow or rather it gets done. Always, what I'm saying here is focus on one, right? Chloe is so good, so nice. Huh? She already give you the focus goal setting 2021 FAC, focus action compose, okay, session one. So please, if you want to have a look at what I mentioned here last year, please look at it, okay? Everyone okay? All right? Ken? Hmm. One goal. From all the goals, that one goal is the most critical goal. You focus your effort on that, you will find that most of the other goals will align and just fall into place. It will happen. It will happen because you achieve this one. Even if you don't achieve that main one, but as long as you're taking a lot of effort to move in that direction, you will find that quite a fair number of this goal that you have set will also in general achieve by itself. And when it comes to 2003, still continue to try and aim for that and go towards that. Okay, Ken? Now, everyone all right so far? Ken? Okay, huh? If you thumbs up, a few of you thumbs up, I will move forward. Okay? Or else I'll have any questions, any questions. Right, don't worry, I don't have much slides left. Okay, Putri, thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Rajesh, right? Can, huh? Okay. Right, one more, two more, three more. At least have to, how many of you? Okay, 45. So three more lah. Three more say thank you or yes, then I'll move forward. Okay, at least 10% lah. Good. Okay. Now let's move forward. Okay. So please remember this table here. This table here. There's another three columns that you need to fill up. Okay, so if you have not had it, done this table, take out your handphone, snap a photo of it, and we will come back to this. I will come back to this. Okay, right now, now let's go into the next part. This is how the action looks like for many of us. 365 days after we set the goal, done, yay! We set some goals, yay! And then we go 365 days to do this. Yeah. And this is what the action happens lah. Okay, right? Because why? Setting the goals are normally easy. Taking the action of making sure the activity works, this is the tough part. Okay, so I've got a few things I want to share with you, and I've got a few things. Hopefully, these few things will help you on this journey. Okay, for the next 365 days. Key thing now, you already have your destination, so hence you have a direction that you can go forward to. Okay, it's a good thing to be able to break down that journey that you need to go on into milestones. You know what I need to achieve in this week, next month, month after that. Continue. It's okay, all these things. But the key thing here is to understand a few things about how we as human beings work, our belief system and our mindset. Okay, we need to understand this. We need to understand this. Now, a lot of time, everyone, no matter how smart we are, how logical we are, we as human beings still base ourselves on survival instinct. Certain things give us pleasure, certain things give us pain. Can everyone please type pleasure versus pain? Okay, type it in the chat group. Pleasure versus pain. Type pleasure versus pain. Hmm. Some of you may put pain versus pleasure. I don't know. Right? Which come? Pleasure versus pain. Pleasure versus pain. Everyone, we in general, why we do not we achieve our goal is because sometimes the pleasure is too much. We are too comfortable here, and moving towards the goal is like so difficult. Right? Oh, I need to do 5 kg. 5 kg means I need to exercise. I need to go on a diet. I want that fried chicken. I want that fried chicken. Okay? Right? Or it's like I see the nasi lemak and it tastes good. Okay lah. Eat today, diet tomorrow. Then tomorrow, oh, the mee goreng looks so good. Okay, another day, and before you know it, done. 7 days never diet. 7 days eat super fatty food packed with carbs, and you never burn the carbs. Okay? Right? So, it's what happened. So let me just give you a little bit of an idea what's happening here. We are motivated by pleasure and pain. We are motivated by pleasure and pain. Now, some people tell me, hey, pain, how am I motivated by pain? Sometimes you must understand, people in so much pain that they don't believe that there's going to be any pleasure after that. Anytime there's a pleasure, they move themselves back to pain because, hey, pleasure is uncomfortable. Agree? Pleasure is not comfortable. Pleasure is not comfortable. Some people are like that, no. So please remember, some people are very comfortable because they're in a nice place. So no point to move forward. Some people are, you're in so much pain, so much. When you give them a bit of pleasure, they go, something is wrong here, something is wrong here. Very suspicious, they go back to the pain. So they rather suffer. That's their comfort zone. Right? Coaching people have taught me that. I'm like, why would someone like to be in pain? Well, because that's their comfort zone. That's their comfort zone. Now, let's talk. Okay? Let's understand these 6 things about the brain and our belief system. 1. Our decisions are to avoid pain or gain pleasure. Many a time, we want to avoid the pain and we want to stay in the pleasure or get more pleasure. Why you want to go on holiday? Get more pleasure, lor. Right? Or some of you want to go on holiday because the other, party, in this case, my wife or someone, go on holiday, you need a holiday, I want a holiday, da 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 da. So avoid the pain and go on holiday. But do you really want to go? No. Why? A lot of work to do. The decision was based on, okay, avoid the pain. Or it could be based on pleasure. I really want to go on this holiday. Now, second thing, people do more to avoid pain than gain pleasure. Always remember that. Pain is a bigger motivating factor than pleasure. Pain is the bigger motivating factor than pleasure. So sometimes when you cannot move, ask yourself, what the pain? Ask yourself, what the pain? If you don't move, what's the pain going to be? Example, when people don't exercise, I ask them, what are you going to hear? How are you going to feel about yourself? Right? I know that you want that piece of chicken, but what are you going to feel about yourself after that? That's what I mean. Driving by the pain. This is how we work. Now, as I said, may work for some of you, may not work for some of you. Depends on where you come from. You should know yourself better. Are you, oh, nice and relaxed? How do you get you to move? Can I have 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes? How do you get yourself to move? Think about the pain if you don't start moving now. Okay? When the sun is up, you don't start moving. You want it to be stormy, then you want to start moving. So what's the pain? You got to drive through the flood if you don't start moving now. Okay? You are going to drive through the flood if you're going to start moving now. Third thing, perception is reality. How you see yourself, how you see the future is your reality. Okay? And when you are in too much of your perception, remember that your reality and what you think it is, you may need someone to come and tell you, knock knock, is this really what you want? Knock knock, is this really what you want? Are you sure this is what's happening? Are you sure this is what's going to happen tomorrow? Don't be so super positive or super negative. Because perception, our perception is our reality. That's why we can go into a place whereby everyone is super happy and that one person refuses to be happy. Because his perception is everything is bad. and it works vice versa. Okay? How everyone can be very unhappy and this person is very optimistic that it will happen because it's their perception. Their perception is reality for them. So please ask yourself when everything is going super fine or everything is not going super fine, ask yourself, go to a third party, talk to a third party, or go into one of those NLP techniques that you can look at third party situations, okay, to happen, to make sure something happened by seeing another perception. Fourth, pain and pleasure are time sensitive. Meaning, remember this, very key, key, right? It is one thing you need to get today. This is key. Okay? Remember the nasi lemak and the mee goreng I was talking about? So nice. Looks so delicious. It will give me pleasure. Now, what do I mean by time sensitive? Tomorrow I exercise lah. So I rather have the pleasure now and have the pain tomorrow. You get me? Because tomorrow pain is so far away. Where the pleasure is instantaneous. Whew. Understand this is a very critical part of getting things done. You need to be very aware that this is happening all the time. Again, you need to be very aware that this is happening all the time. Okay? I sometimes tell people, why are you not doing it now? And then the whole entire tomorrow you're stressed out like crazy. Because why? You just suddenly realize you got no time. Because many a time they will say, because it's so nice now. I don't want to break the momentum. I'm in a nice, comfortable place. Pleasure now, pain tomorrow. I can deal with the pain. Yet tomorrow comes and they are really dealing with a lot of pain. Right? Learn to shift that focus opposite way. I get some pain today. I get some pain today. So that tomorrow will still be pleasurable. Again, get some pain today so that tomorrow will still be pleasurable. Okay? This is what needs to happen. It's a lot about awareness. Why people don't reach their goal. 365 days to do it. Why people don't get it done is because they always look at pleasure now, pain, can wait lah, it's okay, I'll deal with it tomorrow. What they mean by it time sensitive. Okay? Now, emotion wins over logic in pain versus pleasure. Meaning, the emotions itself, the emotional feelings, I mean, endorphins are released when you become very super happy. All these stuff will prevent you from going back to the logic. So be aware that this is happening. When you are comfortable, you feel good, and you need to do something because it's part of your goal. Remember, your whole body, your unconscious part is just protecting you. It says, it feels so good now. It feels so good. Don't move. It's nice. It's cool. Tomorrow will come and tomorrow we'll deal with it. See, I'm going back to number 4. Right? It's so nice. So what you need to do is this. Ask yourself, what's the pain? What's the real pain tomorrow? What really will happen tomorrow? Don't think tomorrow will be beautiful. What really will happen tomorrow? And then you will move forward. Now, I'm not asking you to be pessimistic about tomorrow. Okay? But what I'm saying is we need to have a little bit of that switch to look into what will happen tomorrow if we don't get something done now. Okay? Or today. Right? And always remember, the body survival wins desire. Meaning, if I cannot survive now, why think about tomorrow? Agree? If I cannot survive now, why think about tomorrow? Now, remember this. Okay? This is how the body functions. To really achieve something, this is how the body and the mind function. To really achieve something in life, we need to get away from this. Okay? Now, I'm not saying this is no good, but we need to understand when we get away from this. As I was telling my team, if we always focus on operational matters, the doing of day in and day out, you are not going to get very far because 5 years from now, you're still going to be doing operational matters. Why? Because the other things are desires. I wish, I wish, I wish. But that isn't that what goals is about? Goals is about getting somewhere, having something in the future. So you want that, you cannot always be functioning in a survival mode. You need to find way out of that so-called survival mode. You get me? I'm not asking you to do fantastically a lot. Start building it up. Okay? Bit by bit. Get your body used to it. Do more. That's why even you do things like push up, right? Do one more every single day. Right? Then say, oh, then hey, Jeremy, are you expecting me to do 200 push-ups? Of course not. I say move the difficulty of the push-up lah. Because why? It's just strength ma. You want core strength ma. You want strength in the arm ma. You get me? Right? So do a bit more every single time. No one is asking you to start very, very difficult. Start thing so that your body feels good and you're slowly breaking out that comfortness of the body. Some of you can do it faster, some of you can do it slower. But really, that's the key. So I'm going to go through it again, just for a sec. Okay? The whole entire part, whatever new I've been talking about, okay, is this part here. We are motivated by pleasure and pain. Our decision is always to avoid pain. Right? This is why we go for, oh, avoid the pain, avoid the pain. Exercising very painful. You get me? Need the promotion. A lot of work to do. Need a pay rise. Oh, company insists on this. Need more sales. Oh, you have a lot of work to do. You get me? Avoiding the pain, right? Right? So main thing here is our decisions are to avoid pain, but we want to gain pleasure, right? It's so nice. I'll make that call tomorrow. I'm very scared to make the call. I'll make the call tomorrow. You get me? Now, people do more to avoid pain than gain pleasure. Yes. So what it means here, people are more motivated to avoid the pain than to gain pleasure. So ask yourself, what the pain? Don't ask yourself what the pleasure. Ask yourself what the pain. If I don't get it done, what the pain? What the pain? What the pain today? What the pain tomorrow? What the pain next month? What the pain next year? If you don't get it done. Okay? Perception is reality. We love to see the world that we love to see in, but it's our own perception. It's not real. Right? Already says our body, no matter how much we see, how much we hear, does not absorb everything. There's a lot more information. Other things. Okay? Pain and pleasure are time sensitive. Remember this. Time sensitive. Right? We want now, today, pleasure. Tomorrow, pain. Tomorrow, I rather have my ice cream now. Remember that. Right? Emotion wins logic in pain. That means emotion is always more powerful than the logic. Right? So learn to have that logic come back in. I know your body is feeling good now. However, hey, ask yourself, will it feel good tomorrow? Example, I've known people, once they exercise, they focus on the emotion, my body all ache, muscle pain, muscle pain, muscle pain, muscle pain, and their focus is on the muscle pain. It's so emotional. But then I ask them, hey, tomorrow you think you'll be feeling good? Yeah, but tomorrow. Now just muscle pain, muscle pain, muscle pain. You see where I'm coming from? You need to get away from the emotion. Think about this, right? Are you feeling stronger tomorrow? Yes, I think I will be. Great! That's the logical part of it. Okay? Right? You need the exercise to feel better tomorrow. Do you think you have some weight loss After that exercise, yes, but my muscle pain, muscle pain. What the weight loss that you will have? Probably lose 10, 100 grams. Happy? You get me? Focus on the logic because the emotion will be overwhelming. Survival versus desire. We always go for survival. Ask yourself, is the desired important for you? Okay? What the pain of not getting the desired? Are we all right here? Ken, if you're all right, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay? Right? Okay? James, right? Putri, thank you very much. Right? Right? Everyone okay, huh? Good. Right, a few more. Yes or no? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. So, all of you understand these 6 things. If there's anything I covered today that is powerful, this is the powerful part. Okay? Take a snapshot. Now, what I want you to do, right? And I'm just going to give you a few minutes for this also. Once you set out your goals, okay? Once you set out the goals, all right? Of course, list down some to-do activities. But the more important part, I want you to write down. What is motivating you in terms of the pleasure? What's motivating you in terms of the pain? You get me, right? The pain can be how other people see you or how you see yourself. Same thing for the pleasure. But remember, people, Sandivi, I, me, myself, and I, me, myself, and I, yeah, me, myself, and I, is always going to focus on the pain. Why? Because we tend to want to avoid the pain. So, whenever you don't want to move, or whenever you feel lazy to move, ask yourself, what's the pain here? What's the pain here? Okay? What's the pain you need to avoid sometimes? What's the pain you need to avoid? Because your brain is talking, it's so nice today. The pain comes Sunday, the pain comes on Monday, you know what I mean? So my thing is, what's the pain you really need to avoid? Right? I know some people are Friday happy, yay, because all the pain coming on Monday, never mind, Monday I face the pain. So my thing is, can you elevate the pain? Because like it or not, your stress is very high on Monday, which is why a lot of people have heart attacks on Monday. Statistically, more people get heart attacks on Monday. Mm. Because why? Study the pain will come. Okay? Are we alright here? Hmm. Now, please write it down, okay? If you have any question for me later on, no problem here. Just put it down. I will try to answer your question for you or help you out a little bit. But do this, okay? Once you have your goal, don't stop there. Put down some activity. Now, the word here is activities with an S. Normally, to achieve a goal, you cannot be doing the same old activity. Especially when it's something you need a variety of activities. So at least if you plan ahead a little bit, when you get to, oh, I'm so bored with this thing, or I need to switch, what's next? You already have it down. So you spend your time executing rather than you spend your time planning. Okay, that's why I say take one day to plan, spend the 364 days to execute. Okay, pleasure. What's the pleasure here? What's going to give you pleasure? Why is that goal so important? What pleasure does it give you? Also, as importantly, what pain are you trying to avoid? What pain are you trying to avoid? Critical part. Look back at what we said previously. We are more motivated by pain. Okay? We are more motivated by pain. Are we okay? Now, the following things that you need to remember to form a behavior. That means to form a thing that you keep on doing, that's the behavior. A series of actions that you keep on doing, that's the behavior. It takes 21 days. 21 hari, 3 weeks to form a behavior. So make sure when you are supposed to be doing something like a diet, you're supposed to be doing some exercise, mark it down. 21 days. Don't drop out before the 21 days. That's why is they goal setting don't work because we dropped out before the 21 days. That's why it's a 30-day challenge. They go additional 1 week just to build it in. Okay, right? To really, really form a habit, it needs 90 days. That means you don't even think about it. For it to go into the unconscious takes about 90 days. Meaning, I don't think about it, I just do it. I don't think about it, I just do it. I don't think about it, I just do it. You get me? It takes about 90 days, 3 whole months. 3 whole months. You need to do it, do it, do it, do it, or on and off. It needs to be done for the whole entire 3 months. Then you feel okay. It's in. It's in the system. I don't think about it, and I just get it done. And that's how we achieve goals. Goals need discipline. So you must be able to move yourself from a, oh, it's so nice to, okay, I need to get something done. I'm not saying it's not important to say it's so nice, huh? But when there is a time, there needs to be a time to start going to the next. Because why? The body loves pleasure. This is what we mean by discipline. The discipline to move. Okay? The discipline to move, and you must always ask yourself, what is the pain? If you don't do it, what's the pain? So that you can avoid that pain, and the pain is very conscious, clear to you. Your body sometimes don't like to think about the pain one, because why? It likes to survive. Okay? You want to get extraordinary success for 2022. You need to do the things that you are not doing, not the things that you're doing. Because the things that you're doing have already gotten you here so far. The things that you are not doing is going to get you further. Again, the things that you are doing have already got you here. Right? If you are satisfied with yourself, with whatever you are doing, there's no need to set goals. Why bother? Why be in this session with me today? Agree or not? Why be in this session with me today? No point. It's only when you go, it should be more. I can do more. These are the things that you are not doing. That is going to get you to a successful, happy, empowered 2022. So by the end of December 31st, 2022, you want to get things done. You better be doing things that you have not been doing. And remember this, strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things that you once thought you couldn't or did not want to. Again, strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. You get me? That's the important part. That's the important part. The whole purpose of setting goals is to do things that we would normally not do. And that is how we grow. That's how we move from where we are to the next level. How you do that consistently, continuously, keep pushing yourself. Remember that part here where I said, look at the pain. What the pain you're going to, you want to avoid. Everything you do, that's the pain you want to avoid. Look at the pain. There are two sides to the story here. Yes, of course, there's the pleasure. But on the other side, there's the pain. And whatever choices that you make, look at all the choices that you've ever made in your life. What's the pain here? What's the pain here? Going back to the story, holiday versus laptop. What's the story here? Of course, the pain they wanted to avoid was, hey, with all this home learning, I will want to make sure my child's education is not affected. Agree? So that's why, end of the day, I was very certain, I was super clear when I told the individual, go talk to your wife. I'm sure your wife wants to go on a holiday, but if this is a factor that you have, and this is the two choices you have, any normal parent will go for the child, let the child have the laptop, right? Do what they need to do, education not affected, and we will figure out what we can do with the remaining money. Maybe don't go on a big holiday, go on a smaller one. What are we doing here? Just to spend time together. Okay? With that, okay, what I'm going to do is, as I said, I'm going to spend 90 minutes on this. It's nearly about time, right?